Hey guys, it's Michelle here, the founder of ihelpmoms.com and your host of the Love, Learn, and Lead podcast. I am all about female founders, entrepreneurs, growth mindset, and creating a life we love with collaboration and not competition. So thanks for being with us today. One of the things that I wanted to talk about today is really how we grow through what we go through as entrepreneurs. I look back and I was telling my husband, we were talking to him like, man, it all makes sense now. Fast forward, and I'm like, I totally understand why I had to work all of those hours, work multiple jobs, like really grind it out in those early days because it has all taught me exactly what I need for this moment of my entrepreneurship life. And it's completely empowering. But when you are there grinding it out, it doesn't always feel like that. I remember my first job was working for the buy.com PGA Tour, and I was 21 years old. And man, I was up at like 3:30 in the morning, setting those courses up for that tournament, doing all of the sponsorship fulfillment, making sure the leaderboards were set up and reorganize every day because technology was not what it is today, but I'm not old. And I remember those were some of the most tiring times of my life. Or so I thought until I went to my next job and I started working for the Indiana Pacers. And I remember I was like, yay, I'm so excited. I got my degree in sports marketing and I can't wait to embark into the sports world. It's going to be so glamorous and fun. We need to cue music of dun dun dun. I get there and they, no joke, flop a yellow pages on top of my desk. I'm in Indiana from Oregon now. They're like, start calling, good wishes. And oh, by the way, you're going to work all day and then you're going to show up at night and do more night calls. It's like, what did I get myself into? I thought the buy.com PGA Tour was hard work. Oh my gosh. Cold calling people trying to sell tickets. I am so nice to telemarketers. You'll never meet anyone nicer to telemarketers than I am because it used to be me. But I told myself in that moment, if I could survive being a telemarketer selling Indiana Pacers tickets, I could do anything in life. Fast forward then, my husband and I, we meet, we open up a new office, and we move to where we knew not a soul. That is a very huge undertaking because most people would start their business and hang out their single and have at least some friends and family to help come be your first customers. We knew not a soul. So how do you do that? We started knocking on doors. We had to just look hilarious. I would stand behind with a stack of flyers from FedEx or Kinko's, and he would go and knock on the door and introduce himself. I mean, I think about how brave we were, and I'm like, once again, if we can do that, we can do anything. And, I told him last night, I'm like, man, I stood out for the city for a couple hours last night, engaging in residents. We're expanding our city and redeveloping it, and I wanted to get some information and help out my city. And I'm like, it all makes sense now. We stood out for years at festivals, country fairs. I mean, you name it, health fairs, hospitals, mom and pop shows, craft shows, you name it. We stood there for hours and days selling our business because we needed to eat and we needed to make money. And I'm like, this was like so easy working and helping out the city because I'd done it for 10 years of our life trying to make our business go. And luckily screening is what we call it. And being out with the people, meeting people at all of those festivals and fairs, it has been a huge success point for our business. So doing it for fun and to help my city was like, yeah, I got this. And then I have a huge event coming up called Yes We Can Conference. And it's all for female founders, female entrepreneurs. But any of you guys who know setting up events takes sponsors and it takes vendors because that is how you need to fund the chairs and the video and all the giveaways and all the food. It takes tens of thousands of dollars to run a really good event. And to do that, guess what? You got to go sell sponsorships. So, I just let my husband know, I'm like, it's so crazy because when you're in the grind, working for the PGA Tour those early mornings, working for sports teams and calling out of the yellow pages, calling strangers, trying to sell tickets who may or may not even want tickets, and setting up your own business and knocking on doors and going door to door and working 7 days a week because you've got no choice except to make your business go. You just realize you can do anything because each of those experiences are growing you to be the person, the business person, the entrepreneur, the person that can know that you're building a mindset of endurance and perseverance, whether it's good, whether it's bad, you have to keep going. And I love this quote by Oprah Winfrey. She says, "We cannot become what we need to be by continuing to be what we are." And I love that. I want to read it one more time. We can't become what we need to be by remaining what we are. And I think in today's society, we all want the easy road. We all think that it's YouTube success overnight. I'm a millionaire. But nah, that doesn't happen. Not in my life, at least. We put in a decade of walking the walk, sitting at those festivals and fairs, being telemarketers, being our own best salesperson. Because one thing I found out, nobody is going to sell your business like you do, and nobody is going to cheer you on. So I have learned to be my own best cheerleader, and thankfully married an amazing man that is also one of the best cheerleaders that I could ask for to do this entrepreneur journey, because it is not for the faint of heart. So I hope this just lends some encouragement to those entrepreneurs out there, maybe more so in the beginning of their journey, wondering, why am I doing this? Am I going to make it? No one understands this journey that we're doing. I understand it. I've been there. Keep going, keep persevering, because all of those tough things you're learning, for me, telemarketing, selling sponsorships, working those long hours. My husband and I work 7 days a week, all hours of the day. And we only got that knowledge by putting in the hours and walking the walk that we're talking. So I just want to be a place of encouragement. And if you have any questions, I am actually available for coaching on ihelpmoms.com, because I want to be that coach for other people and other women like me, because I sure could have used a coach when I was going through it myself. So I'm here to help you. You can find me on ihelpmoms.com. It's by the minute coaching. I'm here to serve you and be a resource and to be your cheerleader. So thanks for tuning in today. Look forward to catching you guys at ihelpmoms.com. Search Michelle Brown. I'm here to coach you by the minute, make it affordable. No sessions, no big packages. That's not what I'm about. I could never afford that, so I don't want to do that to you. So by the minute coaching, would love to help you and connect. So we'll see you guys then. Bye.